If you have a 2014 and up 4Runner like the one behind me and you want the best in interior lighting, this video is for you. I'm going to show you some of the latest and greatest interior lights that we're going to put in here. I'm going to show you how to install it. So follow us, let's get started. Now the first light that I'm going to upgrade is the dome light. The dome light right here is an incandescent bulb. It's got that dingy orange color and it's the last thing you want in your 4Runner. 4 years ago, I did make this video before. However, the technology in the T10 bulbs and all the other bulbs I'm going to show you today have definitely advanced. So the best bulbs that we've tested since then are what we're going to show you today. First thing we're going to do is take this plastic cover off and remove your incandescent bulb. So let's start on this one right here. We're going to take a plastic pry tool like this. We're going to reach up on the inside and pull it down. Just like that. Now you can reach your finger up here and just grab the bulb. However, it is extremely hot. So what I'm going to do is use a needle nose pliers and just be really careful. I actually wrapped it a little bit with electrical tape just to help me with some grip. Now the bulb I'm going to use in this application is a GTR Lighting 10 chip LED bulb. This bulb is extremely bright. Let's put this in real quick and I'm going to show you a couple different options as well. If you do put the bulb in and for some reason it doesn't work, just take it out, flip it 180 degrees and put it back in. Let's put the plastic cover back on and do the same thing on the other side. Right now it's got that bright white color. It's going to illuminate the interior of your vehicle so much better at nighttime. This is just dated, it's outdated. Your vehicle's not that old. This should not be like this. The color of it alone just looks terrible. Now these LED bulbs that I just installed are from GTR Lighting. They are extremely bright and not everybody loves an extremely bright dome light. When you get into the vehicle in the middle of the night, sometimes they think it's blinding. I like it, it's super bright. However, GTR Lighting also makes a 6 chip. This bulb right here is a great alternative if you don't want a super bright light, but you still want the beautiful color and you want to upgrade the interior lights to LED. Now the cool thing about the GTR Lighting products is that they also have a red option. Now choosing a red light is actually a really good idea if you're going to be one that's overlanding, because it doesn't attract mosquitoes and bugs as often as a bright white color. Just something to consider if you want to upgrade your lighting. Another really good option if you don't want GTR lighting is the Morimoto T10 bulb. This T10 bulb is also a good option. Now, what about the mirror lights? Let's go ahead and replace these as well. All right, to remove this bulb, go ahead and take your plastic pry tool, reach up on this side right here and pry it down. Just like that, you'll be able to see your T10 bulb. I'm going to carefully use those pliers again. It just really helps when these have been on for a while. This can be really, really hot. To replace this bulb, I'm going to use the Morimoto T10 bulb, the 2.0. Let's go ahead and push that in. I'm going to install it with the pliers. It'll make it a little easier. While you're back there, you can see the Morimoto light and what the color looks like compared to the GTR Lighting light. This is the T10 GTR Lighting bulb that we put in here. You can notice a couple more blue hues into this GTR Lighting bulb versus the more warm color of the Morimoto bulb. So just something to consider. And also, if you're really picky and you want to have the same color, I just recommend putting, if you put the Morimoto one in here, that you put the Morimoto light in the dome lights as well. So you've upgraded your dome lights, you've upgraded the mirror lights. Now what about the door lights? This is going to help you in the entry and exiting of your vehicle. So obviously you want a really bright light here. This right here is what we've got, the incandescent bulb. And for some reason it's not very good. Let's go ahead and upgrade this real quick. Getting your plastic pry tool, go to the side and pry it down. The whole housing is going to come out like this, and I'm just going to unplug it to make it easier. Push this tab down and pull it out like that. Now if yours has been on a lot like ours has, it's extremely hot. Please don't touch this with your fingers. The T10 incandescent bulbs are extremely hot and you will get burnt. First thing we're going to do to remove the bulb out of this housing is slide this down. It's kind of a silly design. All you got to do is reach in here, pry this little piece back, and then pull it down. And then you got this right here. Now what we're going to do with this is actually just pull it forward, just like that. Now you can see your bulb right here. So go ahead and remove that bulb. So let's go ahead and upgrade that bulb to the GTR Lighting 6 chip bulb. The only reason I'm doing that instead of the 10 chip is because the 10 chip just doesn't quite fit in this housing. And that's okay because the 6 chip is still really bright. Go ahead and push it in. Just like that. With your bulb installed, go ahead and push it back into the housing like this. and then put the cover back on. You'll hear it click, and that way you know that it's actually on. Now go ahead and plug it in. There you are. So much better. Again, if you like the color of the Morimoto bulb better, go ahead and slap that in here. It's about the same brightness when it comes to that 6-chip versus the Morimoto 2.0. Now do the exact same thing on the other 3 doors, and all of your puddle lights are taken care of. Now the dome light. The dome light sits right here, and it's a Festoon bulb. It's a 31mm Festoon bulb. So if you're going to replace it with an LED bulb, just make sure you get a 31mm Festoon bulb. That is LED. This one right here is a brand new bulb from GTR Lighting. It's a 360 bulb, so the light emits at 360 degrees. It's also got a frosted cover over it, so you don't see the LEDs when you're looking up inside. I definitely enjoy it, and it doesn't flicker when you're opening and closing the doors, and that is a must, because a lot of LED bulbs out there that we have tested in the 4Runner just flicker, or they fail right away. It's the last thing you want. So get a product that does work, that does last a long time, and has a warranty. Let's go ahead and replace that right now. So take your plastic pry tool, work your way from the front, and pry it down. Just go slow so you don't break anything. I'm gonna get that side done. Pry out that side, and we're good to go. I'm gonna use the pliers again just so I don't burn myself, because these incandescent bulbs get really hot. Reach up and pull it down. So let's go ahead and get our LED Festoon bulb put in. As you can see, that's so much brighter than your previous bulb. Go ahead and push the cover back on, and you're good to go. And now all of your interior dome lights are completed. They are so much brighter. It looks a lot better in here. It's more modern, and you're gonna be able to see what you're doing when you're getting in and out of your vehicle at night. There's 2 more lights we're gonna upgrade, and it's in the back. So let's go over there now. All right, so go ahead and open up your hatch. We've got 2 31mm Festoon bulbs right here. There's one right here and then one on the other side. Let's go ahead and replace those. Now, the one that I'm gonna use for this is the 360 from GTR Lighting, the 360 Festoon bulb. That bulb right there is going to match the bulb that we just replaced. However, if you did want the bulbs in red like we were talking about before, so you don't attract all the mosquitoes and all the bugs and stuff, there is a GTR Lighting 31mm Festoon bulb. I do recommend that. It does come in red. The 360 bulb does not come in red. Something to note. Let's go ahead and replace this. Reach on the outside of these lights. I'm going to push in with the plastic pry tool real hard and pull the whole housing down. All right, reach up. To make it easier for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the plastic cover really quick. There's 4 tabs on the sides. Just gonna pry them outward, push it, just like that. Take whichever bulb you choose and replace that Festoon bulb. Go ahead and put that plastic cover back on. Just snaps into place, and then put the housing back in. And just like that, if you follow our recommendations, you're gonna have no problem when upgrading to LED on the inside of your 4Runner. No more dingy looking yellow incandescent bulbs. It's now full LED. But why would you even stop there? Check out the Morimoto XB headlights. They are extremely bright, and they look so much more modern than your original lights did. If you're into upgrading lights, we've got so many different products that we have tested at headlightrevolution.com. And as always, type in your year, make, and model, and you'll see everything else that we have to offer for your truck.